How soon can we say that the operations in that particular area will be complete? Because a lot of people are wondering if we truly have a handle on this. Do we?
Well, it's understandable. The concern of the people is understandable, more so as the terrorists appear to be relentless in their efforts at causing havoc and killing and maiming people. The important thing is for us to step up our operations, and that we're doing desperately to ensure that as quickly as possible we are able to bring this under control. The security agencies, along with the military and our neighbors, are all putting everything into this to ensure that we accomplish it in good time.
General, the military is supposed to be well trained. Why is it taking us so long to suppress or end this insurgency?
Well, as you will have noticed, this is not even peculiar to either Nigeria or this sub-region alone. It's becoming a global thing. But that's not to say that we're not training. Even in the midst of this operation, be sure that we are retraining and training both locally and abroad. We are having our men upgrading their capacity to contain the situation. And the pattern, as you will have noticed all over the world, is terrorism is not brought to a close end so quickly. It's not on record anywhere where it's been done that way. Even though in our own case, we even believe we're moving fast enough, and we will increase our speed and tempo to ensure that this menace is contained to end the insecurity that are faced at the moment.
What's the update with the protest that was carried out by the wives of some of the soldiers protesting against the posting of their husbands?
You mean in Maiduguri?
Yes.
Yes. The situation was that we were able to educate the women. They understand the situation, and from all indications, that's what is required for them to know that they were misinformed in the first place. And there's calm in the barracks. They do understand. Everyone is putting his best to sacrifice for our country in a moment like this, and this is not the time for anyone to cause tension or add to the distraction that may disturb the operations. The women are definitely more understanding now.
So would you say that the states of emergency declared in those areas are helping?
Whether they are holding or working?
No, if it's helping in any way in our fight on insurgency.
Oh, definitely, for the fact that even if the terrorists are doing this level of havoc, despite the state of emergency, we could imagine what it would have been if it were not for the efforts that the state of emergency has mandated. By reason of the state of emergency, we are able to go after them anywhere and contain them as quickly as possible. It would have been worse if it were not for the state of emergency. And you can be sure that the people in the neighborhood realize the desperation of the terrorists to cause havoc. And the state of emergency is perhaps the only way we can engage them and contain them. To that extent, it is working, and it's giving us hope that the menace will be brought to an end.
Would you say that we've underestimated the capacity of the terrorists?
You mean the state of insecurity?
No, I'm asking if we have underestimated the capacity of the terrorists. Did we ever think that they will be capable of holding a town to ransom, for instance?
Well, please mark the fact that by nature of this operation being asymmetric, the necessity for the military to be very, very careful about civilian casualty is also there. And that in itself means that we realize we are operating in our country. We will not want to cause much collateral damage both on the people and the resources of our nation. Unfortunately, the terrorists don't have this degree of consideration. But as a trained force, we must be careful of that, and that requires some care in managing the operation to ensure that collateral damage is minimized and prevented as much as possible. This kind of restraint is definitely not available to the terrorists, who are able to go far and wide to look for assistance to come and cause destruction in the country. And to our own estimation, we're doing everything to ensure that we reduce their capacity for that and eventually contain them.
All right, thank you for speaking with us today on Sunrise Daily.
Thank you so much.
All right, there you have it. Major General Chris Olukolade, Director of Defense Information, speaking about the security situation there.